Hey everyone, for some reason I feel like there is a third message that wants to come out today, so I'm going to do a third reading. We're going to see what else Spirit wants to tell us or wants to tell you, okay? So I'm just going to get straight into it. We're going to see what else is it, Spirit? What else is it? What do you need the collective to know today? What's the message here? What is the message here for you guys in the collective? What is the message? Let's see. The Magician. Oh, I fell down. The Knight of Cups. And the Emperor in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. The Three of Wands. So this has to do with someone's plan here, okay? We have an Emperor in the reverse though. This is a masculine energy that can be very controlling, power hungry, or maybe even just someone that's weak, okay? This could be someone that is not in their true divine masculine energy of being a leader, making decisions, okay? Or this is someone that can be very controlling and angry here. This has to do with what someone is trying to manifest, what they're trying to create when it comes to love or a romantic offer. Okay. Or a proposal of some sorts. Let's see. Why is the Magician here? Yeah, it's like all love readings today, or just relationship readings for some reason. Let's see. What's the Magician? The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, the Hierophant in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, and Judgment. So it's something about this Queen of Cups that keeps coming out today, okay? It could be you or someone else. Someone here is under judgment though, or there's a judgment call being made because of what someone has been working towards for a long time or investing their time and energy into. Now, I don't know if the Hierophant in reverse has to do with like a divorce, a lack of commitment, or, you know, we'll see what that is. What's this Knight of Cups? This has to, yeah, the Fool and the Five of Cups again. So someone being sad about a risk that someone is taking here. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Now someone is being exposed though, okay? Or being sad, feeling grief over something being exposed. What's the Emperor in reverse? Who is this? The Hanged Man. The Three of Pentacles. Somebody is seeing something from a different perspective here about how a group of people are working together. Or it could also be about trying to get someone stuck in a position where they're not making decisions, or they're not being an emperor that's standing in their own right. You know, someone that is not in their true power, or they're not in their authority, okay? They're like, why do I feel like they're trying to weaken someone, okay? Trying to get someone stuck, stagnant, doubting, not knowing what they want to do, what decision they want to make, okay? Trying to stop someone, the Tower. Trying to stop someone from listening to their intuition, High Priestess. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you want to be an emperor, you have to listen to your own intuition. That is what guides you when you make decisions, okay? When you make your own decisions, if you're not listening to your intuition, you're not listening to your own higher self that is guiding you, okay, through life, you start relying on other people and their advice. Somebody here in this situation could be learning the lesson of asking people for advice instead of making their own decisions in life, because I feel like when they ask people for advice and ask other people what they should do, what ends up happening is they disempower themselves and they get stuck and bad things happen. Because they're not listening to their intuition. They're not going within and asking themselves, what do I want to do? What do I feel like is the right decision or the right way forward? They're relying way too much on, I don't really know. Let me go ask this person, that person. and I'll just do what they say is the best advice. Wrong. Because people don't always have the best advice. They don't always have the best intentions. They could be intentionally giving you bad advice, trying to make you get you to make the wrong decisions. And I feel like we're dealing here today with a masculine energy that has disempowered themselves because they keep getting themselves stuck when they rely on other people for advice, okay? Like by not listening to your intuition. Your intuition will always tell you what the best advice is. It will. Or what the best choice is to make. And someone here doesn't listen to their intuition, which is honestly a shame. It's like they feel like they can't trust themselves. The Queen of Wands. The Six of Swords in reverse. And the Emperor. And the Emperor. So someone here feels like they don't know how to get out of something. They don't know what to do. They can't get out of something. They can't get over something, can't let something go because they keep ignoring their own intuition, which would help them make some sort of a decision here. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about the Magician, please. The Star. Yeah, it's about wish fulfillment. It's about a dream come true. It's about what you're trying to manifest, okay? Your path, your destiny, what you want to achieve, you're going towards your purpose and what you feel like is out of, like, it's like a dream, it's a wish, it's a vision, right? Why is that here? Clarity, truth, and revelation here. What's the truth? What do you mean clarity and truth? About a relationship not being over. The truth about someone not ending a relationship. The truth about someone not ending a relationship. What do you mean? Or why someone is a King of Cups. Again, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and somebody not growing and transforming their life. Okay, why is King of Cups, Queen of Cups here? Again, just like the last reading, right? False person in reverse and the main male. So something is being exposed here about a main male, or there's a main male here that needs to see the false person for who they are, okay? And honestly, I feel like it's not something you can show this person or teach this person. It's something that they need to see themselves, for themselves, with their own eyes. Bad health. Something about a main male and bad health. What do you mean? What is that? Why somebody is not receiving what they need, why someone is not progressing, why someone is not arriving, why someone is not moving forward. Yeah, that's why somebody is not moving forward in life, is because, why do I feel like this is a lesson that they're supposed to be learning right now, okay? It kind of feels like Spirit is trying to show this person that this is the lesson you need to learn. Things are just going to stay in bad health generally in someone's life. They're not going to move forward because of, maybe this could even be in your life, right? Maybe you feel like if you're connected to someone here that is in this situation, because they're not learning the lesson and they're not seeing people for who they really are and the intentions of someone for what they truly are, they just don't progress. And you don't progress either because they're not opening their eyes, okay? That's kind of what this feels like. What's the Hierophant in reverse? A wealthy man in reverse. Something about someone being greedy, someone losing their money, okay? Financial instability. The pathway. Someone thinks they're on the pathway to losing their money, or this is the path of someone that's greedy or someone that is not making good financial decisions, okay? What does that have to do with the Hierophant though? Is that high honor? Oh. You know what else this could be? This could be about how this strategy doesn't work on you because you are someone that listens to your intuition, okay? When you make choices, you make them with your intuition and what your higher self is guiding you to do. I feel like whoever these people are that are trying to get in your energy, they don't move like this. They don't make choices like this. They rely way too much on what other people say that they should do or what other people think is the best choice for them. These are people that, you know, if you go against the grain and you have a different opinion or you want to do things in a different way, and other people are saying, no, you shouldn't do that, and I wouldn't do that if I were you, and I would do it like this, they will listen to what other people say instead of doing what they feel like is the right thing to do, even though you would maybe be the only person in the room that goes a different path, if you get what I'm saying, right? So it kind of feels like some sort of a plan that these people had here couldn't progress. It couldn't move forward because you saw people for who they are and you saw people and their intentions for what it was. You're not someone that deceives yourself. You don't gaslight yourself. You take things at face value, okay? If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time, and I feel like you do that. Okay, it might have not always been that way, but I feel like who you are today, okay, who you are right now at this moment, you see through people, and if they show you who they are one time, that is what you trust and believe. You listen to your intuition about certain people, okay? That's why whatever plan they had here with putting you in bad health, it couldn't progress because they showed you who they are one time and you believed it. Okay, and after that, you listen to your intuition. If a Queen of Cups or if King of Cups or whoever these people are, they show you one time who they are, that is what you believe. You do not believe any, oh, I'm such a nice person, I'm a good person. No, you don't believe that anymore. You see people for exactly who they are, okay? Now, they could have been trying to, you know, do something for a long time, invest into something for a long time here with high honor. But honestly, with judgment being here, I feel like the fact that you know the truth and you have clarity and you have healed maybe even your own, it's kind of giving me like, there was definitely a time where you didn't listen to your intuition. And there was definitely a time where people could manipulate you, or, you know, you started to doubt yourself when other people had a different opinion, but you're not that way anymore. You're not. Okay? I feel like you listen to your intuition above all else, even if it doesn't make sense to everyone around you. Okay? Even if other people think you're crazy, you don't give a fuck. If your intuition tells you to do this, you do this. If your intuition tells you not to trust that person, you don't trust that person. That's that. And something about this that you grew into this, or you accepted this, or you started walking in that way is what stopped a plan from being able to move forward. I guess they didn't expect this because, like I said, these people, they don't move that way. They don't know people that go against, that listen to their intuition. They don't know people that can't be deceived and manipulated. They have never met people like that, apparently. Okay, they think that this shit always works. So what's this Knight of Cups? The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so they tried planting a seed. They had a new idea. They thought that they could come towards you here with some sort of a new idea. The thing was, though, you saw through it. You saw through this. Seven of Swords in reverse. You're like, stop right there. You already showed me who you are. You already showed me what kind of a person you are. You already showed me that you can't be trusted, that you're someone that disrespects me. I don't trust you. I don't believe this nice little offer here. I don't believe it's genuine. I don't believe it's real. I don't care what you say, how you make yourself look. You showed me who you were, and I believed it the first time, okay? So take that shit somewhere else. Yeah. No, you love in reverse. Yeah, you know full well, this person doesn't like you. They don't love you. They don't want to give you some sort of affection. This is not love, okay? working on it in reverse. Yeah, and you're also not interested on working on it. No, this is not love. Or this is someone that tried to come towards you and you didn't trust it because you were like, but I already know that you don't like me. I already know that, if this comes off of the last reading that I just did about someone's family, like mother and father disrespecting you and showing you very bluntly to your face that they do not acknowledge you or respect your relationship or your role in someone's life, it's like they already showed you that they don't see you as someone's love. You know what I mean? They already showed you that. So for you, after that, I was like, not interested. We don't even need to work on this. Or they already came at you like, trying to manipulate you or your person into not working on love, not being with each other, okay? They already showed you this. That they tried to come in and manipulate someone not to be with you, not to work on things with you, not to, that they never showed you any kind of respect or consideration. So what do you want? They already showed you this about themselves, okay? What's the 5 of Cups, 7 of Swords in reverse? Confused and stuck in their mind. Someone is confused and stuck. In the past, unsure. Oh, someone doesn't know what they want. Someone doesn't know what to do. Someone is unsure, all stuck and confused. Okay, so maybe this is what exposed this person to you. This is how you figured out what kind of a person they are, right? Is how they manipulated someone else, how they manipulated someone into not knowing what they want, not knowing what to do, manipulating someone into being confused, stuck in their head, feeling trapped. If you are that emotionally and mentally manipulative, I'm sorry, but that's abusive. The way that this Queen of Cups, King of Cups, these parents manipulated someone, kept someone in their head, made someone self-doubt themselves and their choices and what they want and who they want to be with, that showed you that these people are mentally and emotionally abusive. They're abusive. They don't know what love is. They do not respect love. They do not value love. They are selfish and manipulative and abusive people. Okay? Yeah, and you saw it for exactly what it was. Abuse. Mental and emotional abuse. That's what it is. Concern. They're concerned. Oh, son, I'm so concerned. Daughter, I'm concerned. No, it was not concern. It was abuse and manipulation, okay? Honestly. And disempowerment. Disempowering someone. Cutting off someone else's wings. That's what these parents did to someone. They cut someone's wings off. Made them a disempowered emperor who cannot make their own decisions. Has to ask friends and family for advice, has to ask everyone around them what they should do because they can't make their own decisions because they've been groomed and conditioned by this family to be obedient. To be obedient. And that's so interesting because I watched this reel, and this lady was, she was explaining the difference between respect and obedience, and how some parents, especially like the old-fashioned kind of parents, they raise their kids to be obedient and they think that that is respect. So if you're not obedient, that means you're disrespecting your parents, and that's not right. But I feel like that's something that went on here, is that this masculine was so disempowered because they were basically raised to be obedient, and they no longer know how to make their own decisions or listen to their own intuition because their whole life was about being obedient and doing what you're told, and only then are you a good person, and only then, and mommy only wants what's best for you. And that's such a narcissistic, sneaky, manipulative way to do it too. That's why I feel like you have seen this in this person. You know that they're like this, and that's something that you cannot tolerate. You can't be around people like that because it's nasty, slimy, witchy, and just that energy, like just the energy alone of, oh, sweetie, no, I just want what's best for you. I just want you what's best for you. Okay. I am so worried about you. Okay. So you need to do this and this and that. And only then are you going to be a good person. And you want to be a good person, right? You want to be a good husband. You want to be a good father. You want to be a good man, right? Well, I'm just worried about your decisions that you're making. I mean, I think you're making bad decisions, okay? You should be more focused on yourself, and you should do this because I'm just worried and concerned about you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that is another level of like manipulative. So just because then, those kids will grow up thinking that mommy loves them. Mommy wants what's best for them, okay? My mom, my dad, they only care about me. They only want what's best for me. Not realizing that you have literally just been manipulated and gaslit and emotionally, abused and mentally abused into self-doubting yourself and not thinking that you can make any decision anymore because someone is there telling you that every decision you make is wrong, and people are worried about you and guilt tripping you into you thinking that doing what makes you happy is the wrong thing to do. It's like, oh God, I can't stand people like this. I cannot, because you'll feel it too. I feel like you felt it because it was angled at you, right? So if you're this person's partner, if you're dating someone and they have a parent like this, that parent will do exactly that. Oh, I just want what's best for you. You should focus on yourself. You should not focus on that relationship right now, okay? You should only focus on your money, and you know that mommy only wants what's best for you. This person does not care if their child is happy. They don't care if their child says, I love this person, I want to be with them, I want to, do this and this and that with them. Their parent will come around and say, but I don't know. I mean, I think that's a bad idea. Don't you think? Don't you think that's a bad idea? Because, I just think that you should focus on, doing this first, because you won't want to be with someone that like, and, mommy just wants what's best for you. It's emotional incest. That's what it is. Okay. This person emotionally incests with her children. Okay. And at the same time raises weak men. Okay. If this is a man, I'm pretty sure it's a man. Raised to be a weak man by a narcissistic mother, and this whole, I just want what's best for you. Like, shut up, okay? The Emperor in reverse. The Queen of Swords, yeah. And the craziest thing about it, though, the craziest thing about these kind of parents, and especially these kind of mothers, is that they will put it on someone, like that they'll like project their own energy onto you. Like if you're someone's partner, okay, and you're a woman, this narcissistic mother will then project that onto you, as in like, they're just gonna try and use you, and don't let them manipulate you. I don't think they really want what's best for you. I don't think they really care about what's best for you. Only mom cares about you. Like, I love you. It's like weird shit like that. It's like, you can tell this lady, women like this, mothers like this, think that their sons are their husbands, okay? It's like they have this, it's like a weird individual relationship with their kids where they want to be number one, and they want to feel like, their kids love them more than they love their own partners. And, only I will take care of you the way that only mommy, thinks about you this much. I just want what's best for you. It's like if these kind of mothers could still breastfeed their adult sons, I swear to God they would, okay? It's like giving me weird shit like that. Honestly, I'm sorry, but it's true. 8 of Wands, yo. It's weird. The 4 of Wands. This has to do with a house, okay? A home, a union, stability. Yeah, okay. the Nine of Cups. You should only do what's best for you, okay? Yeah, I mean, like this will even be the kind of mother, like if you think, like if you're not living together with your partner yet, and your partner says to their mother, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be, you know, living there with, I might be moving in with my partner and going and living over there. They're gonna be like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. You should not move in with your partner, because what if they kick you out? What if you break up? What then? I mean, what if you then end up on the street? I'm just so concerned for you, son. Like, what if you break up? I mean, you should not do that. You should maybe, you know, focus on yourself and really take your time, because like, what if you break up? What if they kick you out? What then? All of a sudden, everything, you know, you were fine. All of a sudden you're doubting. You're like, oh man, you're right. What if that happens? What if they break? What if that happens? What am I going to do then? You know, mommy just wants what's best. Shut up. If you wanted what was best for someone, you wouldn't be doing that. Okay. Oh God, I cannot stand people like this. Really. Ugh. What's the Three of Pentacles? The Tower. Manipulating someone's mind, thoughts. It's all about someone's mind. How this lady gets into someone's mind. It's someone's mother. I'm 100% sure at this point. Okay. Yeah, how this person with their advice, or how this masculine relies so much on other people's opinion and what other people would do and what other people tell them to do, that they just get themselves stuck, and then it ends up blowing up in their face. Yeah. Stabbed in the back, twin flames, balance. Yeah, they need to learn to balance themselves out, yin and yang. Stabbed in the back. Separation, stabbed in the back. So it's like, yeah, it's like they're this mother like manipulating this person. Like, well, what if something happens? What if something happens? What if this? What if that? Okay, what's stabbed in the back? Despair. Why is despair here? I mean, feeling stabbed in the back, in despair. The Six of Wands. Yeah. Oh yeah, but what if they stab you in the back, and what if it ends badly? I mean, you're going to lose your stability. You're going to lose everything. You need to make sure. This is like someone that will tell, it's like, just so that your person doesn't want to be with you, doesn't want to commit to you, doesn't want to settle down with you, doesn't want to build a life with you. This is the kind of mother that will get in their ear and say, but what if you break up? You need to think about what if you break up? What if it doesn't work out? You know, which is fine, but you have to understand they're not doing it out of a good intent. They're literally doing it so that someone gets stuck in their head and does not make a decision at all. It's a whole different scenario if, you know, your person is committing to you and they're committed to you, and then the mother says, well, have you thought about, you know, maybe just getting a prenup? Okay, you know, do want to protect yourself. I do support you. That's not this. This person is trying to get in someone's mind to stop them from making a decision in the first place. It's like, no, you shouldn't think about marriage. You should not think about moving in. You should not think about children. You should not do any of that. Because if you do, what happens if it goes badly? And you should also, maybe you shouldn't start a business. Maybe you shouldn't do anything, because what if it ends? What if it doesn't work out? What if this, what if you're going to lose everything? Why is she doing this? Why is this lady like this? Huh? Like, because her own fucking life went nowhere? Is that what it is? Like, why is she like that? Four of Wands, something about a home, stability. Home stability. It's either about, like I said, moving in together. Oh no, you shouldn't move in together. You shouldn't do that. Because what if you break up? Okay, that could be another thing that you heard about this lady where you're like, why is she trying to stop that from happening? Like, why is she trying to, you know, stop us from living together, or stop us from buying a house? Or why does she care so much? Why does she keep making these weird comments about, oh no, I just don't really care about you? The Tower. The King of Swords. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is too.
Oh, but you should not.
Really, really. Knight of Pentacles.
That's a bad plan. I don't think you should do that. I mean, what if it doesn't work out?
This person doesn't want someone to think practically, think logically, make practical decisions, or they're infiltrating someone's mind saying, this is a bad choice. This is not going to work out. I mean, this is not a practical plan. You need a practical, good solution. This is not strategic because you need to be more strategic. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit worked up, but like, I cannot be around people like that. I cannot. Okay. I would stay away from them because if these kind of people were around me, I know that I would not be able to shut myself up, okay? Stop myself from telling them my opinion. Because I know whoever I'm talking to, you're the same way. You make your own decisions. You don't need someone to come and tell you what to do or how to do it or not to do something. You are perfectly adult and fine in taking care of your own decisions. I feel like if you had someone like this in your ear, this is not your parent. I don't think it is. Because this is someone that's obviously doing it on someone where it works. Okay? No. The Ten of Swords.
Oh, what if you're gonna get betrayed, my son? I just don't want something to happen to you. I'm just looking out for you, you know. I just love you. That's why I don't want you to get hurt. You know, I just don't want you to get hurt. That's why I think you should not do anything, okay? You should just come home to mom. Come home to mom. I just don't want you to get hurt.
I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously. The Ace of Cups. The Three of Cups.
Oh, son, I just have some advice for you. You know I love you. You know, this is all out of love. Unconditional love. I can't make it up. Falling in love. Oh, you know, it's just because I love you.
The thing though is, I feel like you know what is love and what is not love. Okay, what is love and what is manipulation? What is gaslighting? What is love bombing? This person, they might still need some time to figure it out. Or this person, this mother is trying to get someone to just waste their time or take their time. Taking time. Son, I think that you should take some more time to think about this. You know, I only want what's best. I just don't want you to make a mistake that you regret later. Remember your last relationship? Remember how that ended? Yeah, I just don't want the same thing to happen to you. That's why I think you should take your time this time, you know? I just love you, okay? You need to take your time. Because I don't want the same thing to happen to you. I'm just looking out for you. Queen of Wands, Six of Swords in reverse.
Oh, don't you remember the last time where you couldn't get out of that relationship? Remember the last time that you got stuck with someone? Yeah, I just don't want that to happen to you again.
Oh, bitch, you mean where you got me stuck in that relationship? That one? Where this same lady manipulated and abused someone into staying somewhere where they didn't want to be in the first place?
Oh, son, I just want what's best for you.
That same lady is now saying, oh, remember how it ended last time?
I just want what's best for you.
I just don't want you to do that again. And someone here is honestly not listening to their fucking intuition about this lady. Like, I think that you, whoever you are, you need to realize that your person does not see this for what it is. And it doesn't matter how many times you try to point it out to them, how many times you try to say, your mother disrespected me. Your mother has obviously showed me that she has no respect for you, the relationship, your needs, my needs, your happiness, my happiness. She doesn't care. They don't see it. They think that their mother cares for them and only wants what's best for them. It's like this is a victim of narcissistic abuse, mental and emotional abuse. They have not gotten clarity yet that they are being abused. And some people, they just don't see it. It takes a long time for them to see it for what it is, okay? So, I don't know. No. The Knight of Swords. The Justice in reverse. Something about something being communicated, trying to imbalance someone, okay? Trying to imbalance someone, trying to stop someone from doing what's right, doing what's fair, making something fair, doing what's right. Yeah, it's like I said, this mother, they don't care. These parents, they don't care about what's right. What's the right thing to do? How do you treat people with kindness, with respect, with consideration, with fairness? They don't care about that. Whatever they're going to tell other people to do or the advice that they give, it has nothing to do with doing the right thing, being a good person. It's only self-serving. All of it is self-serving, okay? Self-centered, self-serving. What do I want? What are my needs? It has nothing to do with being fair, being right, doing the right thing, being someone with values, with conviction, with dignity, with respect. None of that. Really, none of that. Engagement ring. A commitment. An engagement, a partnership, a commitment, a union. Okay? Yeah, so I don't know if someone has expressed this like, this relationship is pretty serious, and then the mother goes, I don't think you should do that. I mean, what if that happens? And it's like, okay. Soulmate, soul connection. Engagement ring, soul connection. What do you mean somebody can't get out of something? Imprisonment in reverse. Yeah, so this is someone's parents. You have to understand, if you're dealing with someone that can't commit, okay, or refuses to commit, it could, another part of this situation could be that there's people around them that are making them feel like you just escaped imprisonment, like you just got out of imprisonment. Are you sure you want to get back in? You know, or maybe this isn't, I don't know, whoever you're dealing with, they don't want to be trapped. They don't want to feel imprisoned. They don't want to feel like they can't get out of something. They're not realizing though that it's all like in the mind, and it's all because they're not listening to their own intuition when they make decisions, and they're relying way too much on what other people are telling them to do. Okay. The Knight of Wands. These flighty, spontaneous actions that they're taking here. The Three of Swords. The Nine of Cups. Again, it's just so like, you should focus on yourself. You need to do what's best for you. Only think about yourself. Only your feelings are important. Forget how anybody else feels. You shouldn't be considerate of anyone else. It's all about you. What she's actually saying is, it's all about me. You shouldn't consider anyone else but me. Only my opinion should be valid to you. You should only listen to my advice and what I want you to do. That's what she's not saying. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. That's why someone is not saying anything about a gift, a ring, a gift, a monetary blessing. I mean, it just says engagement ring on here. Why is engagement ring here twice? The Four of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Why is this person so fucking terrified of commitment, honestly? Why are they so terrified of commitment? Maybe because commitment to them is traumatizing, and it could just be traumatizing to them, not only because of who they were with and who they felt like they couldn't get away from, but also because of their mother. Why do I feel like their own mother has made commitment absolutely traumatizing to them? Because their mother is a pretty significant part, played a pretty significant part in why this person felt so trapped. And I feel like the funny thing about it, the ironic thing about it, is now that this person is thinking about commitment again, here comes this mother going, are you sure you want commitment? Are you sure you want this? What a weird twist is that, huh? At first she was all for it. She didn't want someone to escape it. Now she's, oh, are you sure? The devil. Yeah, she's a demon, to you at least, okay? Did you see the Empress like that? Did you see the Empress like that? Yeah. Someone's mother is a witch, man. She is a fucking witch, and she is manipulative and controlling. Yeah, and I feel like you don't want to be anywhere near this lady. What's Knight of Swords, Four of Cups? Meeting and conversing. Okay, so every single time your person meets their mother, they leave there feeling terrified. They leave there feeling bad, all up in their head, anxious, paranoid, stressed out, rejecting you. They could be rejecting you. They could be cold towards you. They could, be unhappy, feel dissatisfied. You could notice a pattern. You could start to notice a pattern that every single time this person is with their mother and comes back to you, they are in the worst fucking mood of their life, okay? Or they're just different to you, or they treat you differently, or they start to reject you, start to push you away. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Five of Cups in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse. Who's this? The Seven of Wands in reverse. And this person, again, King of Wands in reverse, again, just like the Emperor in reverse. Someone here, they don't have a backbone. They don't have the strength. They're not a strong leader. They don't defend themselves. They don't stand up to their mother. They don't know how to. They don't know how to stand up to their mother, and they won't. And I really feel like they won't. They just let their mother talk, manipulate, gaslight, okay? Breed self-doubt, breed doubt, get in their mind. So why do you want the collective to know this? Honestly, why do you want the collective to know about this? Because that's why this King of Pentacles is the way that they are, okay? Because of this King of Pentacles. Because that's who they are, and that's why this King of Pentacles is only focused on themselves. That's why they're so self-serving. That's why they're so egotistical and self-centered, because their mother raised them that way. Because their mother raised them that way, and that's the advice that they got, and that's the advice that they take. And this person is selfish. All they care about is their own needs, their own desires, their own life, their own money. Yeah. Temperance and the Page of Pentacles. They've been raised, the Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, they were raised this way since they were a child. Raised this way since they were a child to be. It's a person raised by a narcissistic, emotionally and mentally abusive mother that raised them to be just as self-centered and narcissistic as they are. I cannot make it up. The Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's his mother. And this mother she's gonna get her day. She's gonna get her day. She's coming out with the Wheel of Fortune. That means her karma is coming. Her karma is coming for this. This is just wrong. This is wrong. It is so wrong, okay? Like, this control, yeah. She controls this person's decisions. The Page of Swords, the Four of Cups, and yeah. And you might have also noticed that this King of Pentacles does not stand up for you. They don't defend you. They don't stand up for you. They don't defend your relationship. They don't stand up for your relationship. They have let their mother say nasty things. They have let their mother say overbearing, pushy things, controlling things. They don't stand up they don't stand up to their mother. They don't tell their mother where their fucking place is, okay? Because their mother, they don't know boundaries. They don't have boundaries, okay? Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, not investing. They don't want someone to invest in you. A fight about giving, a fight about receiving, a fight about equal give and take, okay? An argument about giving something to someone, a fight about equal give and take, giving and receiving, okay? Or a fight about somebody giving something to someone. Yeah, that's why this person doesn't defend you. That's why this person doesn't stand up for you. King of Cups in reverse. Because of their parents. Honestly, I feel like it's their parents. Yeah, because their parents are just, they're controlling, they're abusive, okay? And they do it in this really weird way where it's like, oh, I just want what's best for you. This could even be about them like threatening to disown someone, okay? Yeah, spoiled party here. They most likely treated you as an outsider and like you don't belong in the group for as long as you can remember. And then you have a partner who they just go along with it. They just let their parents do this, talk about you however they want. They don't defend you. They don't stand up for you. What do you want me to say? Honestly, what do you want me to say to that? Yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. It's like, yeah, this is like the fear of losing stability, the fear of losing security, right? When you have to let go of stability and security, it's like, and disempowerment, Six of Wands reverse, disempowered, feeling defeated, feeling like you can't defend yourself, okay? You feel defeated and disempowered, you feel devalued. Something even maybe about being disowned, okay? Like this person has been conditioned to live in a state of fear of being disowned, fear of being not accepted, fear of, being outcast by parents, the fear of not being obedient, okay? The fear of being shamed, guilt-tripped, you're worthless, like how narcissistic mothers, parents love to do when their children aren't people-pleasing and being doormats like they want them. Good old little obedient children, right? You're like the shame, the guilt, you're a horrible person, you're nothing, you're good for nothing, you're a bad person, right? You have to be obedient and do as I say or you're not good enough, right? Of course, they're not going to say it outright like that. This lady is like, oh, I just want what's best for you. And if you do that, you're going to be, you're going to be a bad person, right? You're going to be, what kind of a person would do something like that? You need to focus more on, that's how they do it, right? The Lovers, all about your relationship. Yeah. The Knight of Wands in reverse. The Page of Wands. A breakup. Two of Cups in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, some sort of communication about a breakup, or maybe you wanted to break up with your person because you got tired of this lady's or their parents' energy, maybe, okay? Them always making you feel like you're an outsider, like you don't belong, okay? Yeah. Yeah, it seems like there was some sort of, I feel like there was a fight, probably a fight between you and your person when it comes to their mother, or you saying, I'm leaving because you're not going to defend me, okay? I have to protect myself and I have to leave because you're not going to protect me from that lady, okay? You think that this lady is nice and caring. I guess I'm the only person that sees this for what it is, okay? Healthy choices, not enough. making healthy choices in love and in life, lacking confidence. It's something about how I feel like you confronted your person. You must have had a fight with them, okay? You had a fight with them about the choices that they make and the fact that they don't stand up to their mother, that they don't have a backbone, okay? That they are, that they feel like they're not enough, or they feel so insecure when it comes to their choices. It's like the choices that they make is because of this like insecurity or this need to live up to the expectations of their parents, or they're just trying to make their parents proud, or they don't want to disappoint them, and they always want to, do what mother thinks is best. It's like, it also could be about how you got frustrated in the relationship because of this person's choices. Like the fact that they never defended you, the fact that they allowed their mother to say all kinds of shit about you, let their mother disrespect you, let their mother, say all this shit and just get in the way and meddle. And this person, your person, never defended you. They never stood up for you. They never, put their foot down, and, they don't have a backbone. I feel like you got frustrated in the relationship as well because you got tired of this person's choices, or how this mother manipulates this person and the choices that they make. Or that it could also be that, instead of considering how you feel, how you are doing, how, what's going on with you in the relationship, your person only considered their mother. Right? It's like constantly putting your mother above your partner. Like your mother is blatantly disrespecting your partner, but you choose your mother. Or if you're thinking about whose feelings should I consider, you consider your mother's feelings over your partner's, even though you are blatantly disrespecting your partner. You're shitting on them. You don't care about them. You're not considering them or their feelings at all, but you consider your mother's feelings and how they're manipulating you. Really, it's something like that. I feel like you must have gotten tired of this. Okay. How self-serving this person is, how this King of Pentacles, they prioritize themselves, and after that they prioritize how everyone else feels except for you. I feel like that's a pattern with this person. You've noticed that they care a lot about what their mother feels, a lot about what their friends feel, how their friends feel, how people around them feel, how they feel, but they don't consider how you feel. And that's the same exact thing I feel like with their mother, okay? Their mother cares a lot about how they feel. Their mother cares a lot about this and that, but nobody gives a fuck about how you feel, right? Nobody considers your feelings. Nobody considers how you're being treated. Nobody considers about what you're going through, what people are putting you through. Everybody is just self-centered, doing what's best for them, their own needs and desires, right? Queen of Swords, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Yeah, Seven of Swords in reverse, and you see through it. The thing is, though, you see through it. You see this lady, this mother, for exactly who she is, okay? Manipulative, conniving, manipulative, backstabbing, deceptive, plotting, scheming, nasty piece of work that is, really. Someone's family, yeah. And that's why you want absolutely nothing to do with that lady, okay? Because you see her as a manipulative, abusive witch. No, thank you. You want nothing to do with her, and you're not planning on it either. Nothing, okay? Not now, not ever, not even in the future, okay? No, thank you. And that's Judgment. You're not ever going to sit down at the table with this lady. I don't think so. Yeah. The Four of Cups. No, you reject this person completely. Yeah, because all they care about is money. All they tell someone to do is focus on your money. Only money is important. Money this, money that. It's all about money. Okay? It's all about money, right? That's how she manipulates someone's mind. and make someone paranoid and not know what to do and make someone only think about money and not the relationship, right? God. Okay, I'm over it, really. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope this helps. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Until next time.